Good morning. You are listening to the First Title National Real Estate Radio Show. I am your host, Doug Dennison, and we are broadcasting from beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, the nation's oldest city, at WFOY 1240 AM studios. Through the power of the internet, this program is being streamed worldwide on 1240news.com. The show will also be archived on FirstTitleServices.com, as First Title and Escrow, Inc. are the sponsors of this program. They are a leading national title agency, and pleased to be working with them. Additionally, this show will be posted on YouTube.com. Our radio show mission statement: to provide an educational experience for listeners in a promotional format for real estate sales across the country. We're going to be talking about real estate, different real estate markets across the country. We got a lot of topics today. We've got help and calls from a California company, a Florida company, a Maryland company. So we've got good stuff. We're excited about that. A little bit about First Title. They are a national company. Their corporate headquarters is in Rockville, Maryland, right outside Washington, D.C. For all the good things, go on their website, which is www.firsttitleservices.com, or you can call them at toll-free at 866-484-8537. That's 866-484-8537 for all your title and closing needs for residential real estate and commercial real estate. So, again, it's great to be on the show. We are going to be talking about some really different stuff on the second part of the show. A good friend of mine went into a new business venture. It's real estate, but it's also community service, helping out a segment of our population, which I think needs help. So that will be interesting. I've been doing this real estate radio show for, I'm going to say, 6 years. Different real estate radio shows. And this one's exciting because this is title. I've been very involved in the auction business for 25 years. Real estate auctions, have met with great people, and very, very excited to do a different slant of helping buyers, helping sellers, helping lenders, government agencies. I have had the privilege of working with a various number of people and government institutions like the FDIC, the GSA, SBA, FISLIC, RTC, Department of Defense, the U.S. Marshals. All of these government agencies are good things, and I'm hoping to bring that to the table for First Title Services. And one of the things that I'd like to speak about, we've a caller. We have on the line, I believe, Dolores. Dolores, are you there?
I am here. Hi, how are you?
I am doing wonderful, and we're going to get George on the line just a little bit later. Tell us, Dolores, who you are, what you do, and where you're from.
Okay, personal, my name is Dolores Roth, and I am a speaker. I teach real estate courses, but I've just started a new venture with my partner, George, and that's what we want to share with you today, because we're really excited about this. So we have 3 partners, and really what we're doing, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. I'm hoping George can be on the line. But what we're doing is we're in partnership with AARP, and we've created what we call the 5-day university. And we train, I don't want to call them seniors, So I'm going to say people in their 50s and higher, we re-educate them or add to their current soft skills and train them in the real estate industry to be what we call REAMS, which stands for Real Estate Administrative Manager. So we're in partnership with AARP to train these people a very intense course in real estate in 5 days, and then we partner them with brokers, real estate agents, anyone in the real estate industry to manage the back office of whatever, if they're real estate agents, it would be the back office for that real estate agent.
Well, Dolores, you and I met a few months ago, and you talked about this idea, and I just thought it was wonderful. Let's get George on the line. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Doug Dennison. This is George Arterberry with fiddywit. How are you?
Well, wonderful. And we've got Dolores on the line. Dolores, say hi to George.
Good morning, George.
Well, good morning, Dolores, representing the East Coast, and I'm representing the West Coast.
Well, very good. I'm going to try to go back and forth with each of you. George, tell us a little bit about your new company and a little bit about yourself, if you would.
I can wrap up both very neatly. My background, as disassociated as it sounds, I started out, I went to medical school, started a residency, ended up on Wall Street, went from there to Silicon Valley, was in the software business, started my own company about 10 to 15 years ago, and this is my latest business venture, and we like to call, the company's name is fiddywit. That's F-I-D-D-Y wit. So we kind of affectionately say, Doug, because we're addressing the 50-plus demographic, the baby boomer demographic, we say we're not 50-plus, we're fiddywit. And the long-term goal is we think that we really have a stranglehold on addressing the demographic and the needs of the 50-plus population, which we think is underserved. And we started with a training program, and particularly with Dolores' expertise, which she'll describe in the real estate business, we started with a class that we teach called Real Estate Administrative Manager, and the acronym is REAM, R-E-A-M. We are training these 50-plus individuals based on our relationship with AARP. We are training these individuals in 5 days to be real estate assistants. We call them administrative managers. And therefore, fiddywit is affectionately called the home of the 5-day university.
Well, that is wonderful. And I was just saying before that Dolores and I met in Jacksonville, I guess 5-6 months ago, whenever it was, Dolores, and we talked about this idea, and I just thought it was fantastic because, in the 50-plus, some people are on, a retirement plan. They want to slow down. They want to, spend more time with the family, and then they do retire, and they want more. They want to do something more, and, in today's economic times also, it's nice to have a little paycheck too, but they also want to give back. They want to give back. They've got so much knowledge. They've got so much information and passion, and you're basically teaming those people up with real estate agents who need their help. Is that kind of like it?
That's not kind of like it. You hit the nail. You hit the nail on the head. And to dovetail those comments, Doug, we like to say that we're not just training this demographic. It's a transformative experience, because what we're finding is these individuals tend to end up being what we call the least, the looked over, the lost, and they bring a wealth of both experience and wisdom to the marketplace. So we call them age-experienced individuals. So the experience that they have with our training program not only arms them with the tools to be, more than capable assistants to agents and brokers, it also transforms the way that they are looking at this stage of their life.
Well, let me ask this question to Dolores. Dolores, you've been a trainer, you've been a VIP in the real estate world. Give us a little background of what you've done and how your talents are so perfect for this new position in this new company.
Right. So Doug and I met in 2001 when we opened up an incredible office, turned out to be an incredible office for an independent company, the Kai's company, and since then I ended up sharing as much information as I could get that I possibly could with other agents. So I ended up coaching, and then 2 or 3 years later teaching. And I started teaching various courses at the state level, and then I got involved in a company where in 2008. When we really got hit hard in Florida with foreclosures, we started teaching agents and providing them with a designation to handle short sales. And it was a 2-day course, and it was extremely successful. And I probably taught 50 courses a year. So they're 2-day courses all across the country, not just the short sale course, but also an investment course. So I trained over 10,000 agents.
Wow.
Over the last 4 or 5 years. So not just sharing information, but obtaining information in those classes from those agents in the different markets has really armed me with an incredible amount of information and data to help agents just become more professional, to do what they do best, to be salespeople. They're not office rats. They don't quite. They're excellent real estate agents and salespeople, but the missing function, the back office, that they could be even better at what they do, is that voice that I was so frustrated with that I wrote the workbook, the manual, the course, to be able to do this with George. So with his skill and my background in real estate, it really has been an awesome partnership to be able to share this information, to be able to get this out with people that at this time in their life just embrace it. The 5-day course, we watched that transformation from Monday to Friday. And at the end, I'm emotionally drained on the 5th day, but there is nothing more exciting than sitting in that room and watching the excitement, what they feel that they can do now. Whereas on the first day, they were totally, they were beat up. On the 5th day, they were armed, not just information and knowledge, but they themselves felt empowered, and they were ready. We send them out there just ready to get back into life and just to just enjoy life again.
Well, it's interesting, and again, Dolores, you were an assistant district sales manager with me. I was thrilled to have you be a part of that, and we really grew that office together. It was really, I think there were 2 people, 3 people that started with us from other offices, and we built it to 60, and it's growing stronger and stronger, largely in part of your initial work there for that time period. So I appreciate that. You were the heart and soul of that office. So thank you, George. Tell us why you felt there was a need and what your future plans are, if you would.
Well, I was listening to Dolores' comments, and I have to echo what she said. I think that our partnership works so expertly because I like to say she handles the real estate and I handle the deal estate. And together we've kind of come together with this little company that we feel going forward will not only train in that 50-plus demographic, but we feel like that eventually we could extend these same talents to training veterans, into working with the VA, and more importantly, we think that our company will be kind of a hub for being transformative experiences for those that have ended up in positions in society where they really want to transform their lives, and they want to do it by virtue of getting armed with appropriate tools. So where we see fiddywit going forward, I'm in California, and I'm actually getting on a plane today to run down to L.A. and San Diego, because there is so much interest in us implementing this program around the country. Right now, we're concentrating on the East Coast. We're in Florida. We're in Georgia. But we are, like they did in the 19th century, we're pushing the wagon train west, Doug.
Very good. And so do you have other plans besides real estate in regards to training? I know you've already got this connection. Dolores talked about AARP, which I think is just fantastic. What other areas are you thinking about? And also, what other connections are you seeking? Because I think a lot of organizations will want to jump on board.
Well, to put it in a capsule for you, the funds that are used by AARP and others to train the senior population is a Department of Labor grant that's been around for 40 years, and it's called the SCSEP, Senior Community Service Employment Program. And these funds are doled out amongst a number of grantees, such as AARP, and it totals, between $500 million and $1 billion just to train seniors. So we think in that market alone, a number of different industries can benefit from those trained seniors. We're starting with real estate. We see some possibilities with financial services. We see possibilities in terms of training our folks to just handle customer service for a number of different Fortune 500 companies. We see some of the fun type classes, like we could teach them some niche market skills, like not for general cooking, but maybe for line cook positions, or for niche restaurants. I mean, we just see the possibilities as being endless.
Well, I like all the ideas, and as I sat with Dolores, 6 months ago, I'm thinking about all the needs and all the creative things that she could do, and my gosh, it's a wonderful, wonderful idea, and you're pushing people to the website. Give me that website one more time, George.
The website is www.fiddywit. That's F as in Frank, I-D-D, that's David, Y, WIT.com.
fiddywit.com, a unique name. How did you come up with that? I'm sure you had a whole bunch of ideas. How did you figure out that was the unique name that you wanted to use?
Well, to tell you the truth, and there's an interesting little story. I won't bore you with the details, but it wasn't long that we came up with that name, because we always felt like if we are addressing the senior demographic and we really want to be transformative in their experience, we kind of felt like, hey, this isn't your mama's 50. Where 50 is not the new 20, it's not the new 30, 50 is the new 50. So we took the word 50 and we wanted to put a little spin on it, so we gave it the slang fitty. And so you're not 50 plus, Doug. You're not 50 something. You're not a baby boomer. You're fiddywit.
We had so much fun with that, and George is being modest because it really did come from him. But it came within 24 hours of us just getting together and throwing out ideas and brainstorming. was just it was incredible.
Well, I am just so pleased and excited for you two. George, it was a pleasure to meet you over the phone. Good luck in Los Angeles. Dolores, keep up the great work. You are always a VIP in the real estate world. You're a leader. You're a trainer. You're a teacher. So good luck to both of you. And again, the website again is what?
Give it to him, Dolores.
www.fiddywit, FIDDYWIT.com.
Thank you, both of you, for being on the show. Have a great weekend. And again, good luck with this new venture.
Thank you, Douglas. Your program does very good work.
Thank you. Take care now.
Bye.
Bye-bye-bye.